Brock Bowers, the rookie, taken number 13th overall by the Las Vegas Raiders. Thoughts on Brock Bowers?
Bowers has the skill set, right? Like he's not as at 230 pounds, he's built closer to a big wide receiver than he is a tight end. And Vegas is going to be weird, right? They got Devontae Adams, they have Jacoby Myers, they have Gardner Minshew throwing them the football. So what's that going to look like? Zeus White, their defense is still not great, so they are going to be trailing in a fair amount of football games, which should mean good things for Brock Bowers. And the fact that Michael Mayer is such a good blocking tight end does mean that Bowers is probably going to be able to play that slot role a little bit more, move him around a little bit, much like they did at Georgia, and see how that goes. It's definitely a gamble, but I think the gamble can pay off, right? You see what you get this rookie year. You're not paying the super premium like you did with Kyle Pitts when he came out. Um, but does he return tight end one numbers? I think he could be pretty close. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if 55 yards, 4 touchdowns, and you know 487 yards. Something in that neighborhood, which I think just gets you inside tight end one. So, um, the floor is much lower than that, obviously, especially being a rookie, trying to figure it out, how he gels with the team, what this offense is going to look like, all the things. But part about the rookies, right? It's the unknown, it's the splash, it's the being able to call your shot and say, this is my guy. And Bowers definitely has the receiving skill set to be a complete difference maker at that position and on the field in just NFL games. The problem is that you got to feed Devontae Adams. Like, first and foremost, you got to feed Devontae Adams. I don't know that 11's that far of a reach, Derek. I think if you're comfortable with it, you're absolutely going to jump on it. And if you're not, it's a pretty safe pivot, right? To go Goddard, Hawkinson, or Schultz if you're really worried about Bowers.
I'd rather have Brock Bowers over Dallas Goddard. I'll tell you that for sure.
I would agree. I would
Like,
agree. I would as well. Like, I would rather take the risk on the unknown than, just kind of the status quo vanilla pudding of Dallas Goddard.
typically, I'm out on rookie tight ends, and yeah, I'll go just about any other direction on that one. But if I'm staring down the board and I had to pick between those one of those two guys, I would go Bowers on this one. Um, but yeah, like this is one that I think that if you're going to call your shot, you call your shot on this one. And but this is not a guy that I'll be looking to add on many of my redraft leagues this season. Right? Maybe down the road we'll take a look at that. We'll go through that, but I do. I think that he's going to be kind of fighting to see who's fighting for the third targeted guy on this roster. Yeah, I think maybe if we're lucky, we see him get to about 50, 55 receptions, maybe about. I don't know that we see 600 yards. I think that'll be pushing it, and I think we probably see maybe 3 or 4 touchdowns. So, again, kind of looking through all of that, like that is right at back end tight end 1, top end tight end 2 range, which is where you draft him. So I would be looking for something a little bit more upsidey if I'm when I'm drafting my tight end than what I think Brock Bowers is going to do. But dynasty, absolutely taking my shot there. But redraft, I'm going to shy away from that one a little bit this year.